Hi guys, I'm Laura Vitale. Today I want to show you 3 bruschetta combinations that you can make for your upcoming New Year's Eve party or whatever get-together party you're having around this time of year. I think I can speak for everyone when I say you can never have enough finger food idea, recipes or whatnot, because that's really what the best thing is to do for a get-together. You can do big platters of things and people can help themselves, or you can do finger foods, basically anything that doesn't require, it's not temperature sensitive, if that makes any sense, because that's really the only way to feed a big crowd stress-free. So today I'm going to show you my combination for my cannellini bean and rosemary. I've also got an avocado with mint and chilies, and then I've got a wonderful artichoke heart and caper combination that all 3 of them are so good, but you can change up everything, of course, depending on what you like, what you have on hand, but this is just to sort of guide you and give you some ideas. That's pretty much it. The ingredients for everything are not very many. You're going to need, this is just a can of cannellini beans that I have rinsed and drained. I've got some garlic oil here. This is the garlic infused olive oil that I made. You can use any olive oil with a little bit of garlic if you don't have that. Fresh rosemary, then I've got avocado, lemon, hot pepper flakes, I've got some fresh mint leaves. This is just a can of quartered artichoke hearts that I have drained, fresh chopped parsley, I've got capers, and of course you're going to need some bread and salt and pepper too. Some bread, which I've already toasted on my little tostapane, which is kind of like a toasting bruschetta pan that I got from Italy. So let's get started right away. I've got a skillet here. I'm going to get that really nice and hot over about medium-high heat, and to it I'm going to add about a tablespoon or so of my garlic infused olive oil, and I want that to get nice and hot because I'm going to add my rosemary leaves to it, and I want them to start crisping up pretty much right away. I'm going to add my rosemary leaves, and you can see they're crisping up. When you cook your rosemary leaves in hot oil, essentially you're kind of frying them up, and what happens is that flavor from the rosemary will infuse into the oil, and also they'll get really nice and crispy, therefore really easy to eat, because if I were to just stir in that rosemary in big pieces like that throughout the cannellini beans without frying them first, it would be too tough to eat and way too strong. So by giving them just a minute or 2 in that hot oil and allowing them to crisp up makes a world of a difference. Add your cannellini beans along with a pinch of salt, black pepper, and all you're doing is just warming up the cannellini beans, like literally 30 seconds is all they need. That smells phenomenal. And then what I'm going to do with my wooden spoon is I am just lightly sort of smashing them. You can also use a potato masher to do this if you want to, but a wooden spoon works just as well. You just want to smash them a little bit. You don't want sort of pureed cannellini beans. You just want them to be a little bit creamier so that they kind of just sit on top of the bread a little better. And then when you finish it off, just add a really small squeeze of lemon just to highlight everything. And topping number 1 is done. I'm just going to take this out of here into a small bowl so that that can just sit aside while we work on our next one. And I'm not even going to clean the pan for the next one because it's not necessary. Trust me. I'm going to get a little bite of this. Okay. Next up, I've got the artichoke one. A little more garlic oil, which is amazing. It's a little bit spicy too because I infused it with garlic and chili. Love. Then to it, all you need to do is you need to add, I've got my little tongs for this, add your artichoke hearts. Now make sure you buy artichoke hearts, especially for this particular recipe. You don't want to buy them in a brine. You want them to be quite plain. And then you just add your capers, pinch of salt, pepper, and just saute those for just a couple minutes or until they develop a little bit of golden brown color. Turn it off, add your parsley, just a smidge of lemon. Ooh, that smells so amazing. You can chop up the artichoke hearts really fine if you want to, but I happen to think that they just look gorgeous like this, so I'm going to leave them just like that. Okay, I'm just going to clear up for a second, and I'm going to bring my bread over and then work on our last topping, which is going to be the avocado with the mint and chili flakes. And for the last one, I just need a pinch of salt to my avocado. Then I want to add a little bit of lemon juice. You can also use lime if you want to, but lemon works well because it's not, I just feel like it's more all-purpose, if that makes any sense. When I use lime, I just feel like I need to go Tex-Mex with things. And then I'm just going to pretty much just mash this avocado until it's smooth or chunky, whatever you prefer. To my toasted bread, I didn't add any oil or anything to this when I toasted it because I just toasted it on my bruschetta pan. I just like to add a little drizzle of my garlic oil just to keep it moist and to give it flavor. And then it's really just simple. You just top your beautiful grilled bread with your toppings. I mean, look how gorgeous that is. And this does make more than I have here, but I'm only going to show you 2 each because that's just what we're going to have for today. But you know, these toppings do keep really well in the refrigerator. You have to be careful with the avocado because that could turn, but look at this. Gorgeous. I've got some of my cannellini bean mixture, and this bread is quite big, but you know, you gotta feed people happily and you have to feed them abundantly. That's my opinion. And then last but not least, we have the avocado mash, which I don't know that I could pick a favorite, but I do love avocado toast to the absolute max. So this is like right up my alley. And then I don't finish these 2 with anything because I just don't feel like it needs it. But I like to put a little fresh parsley on top of the cannellini beans just for a little freshness. And then for the avocado, this is where the chili flakes and the mint come in handy. The chili flakes give you just a little bit of subtle heat, and those fresh mint leaves just add lovely, lovely flavor. I just absolutely love this combination. To me, it's an absolute winner. And then my mother or my grandmother would always finish up her cannellini beans with a little extra oil just because you don't want that to feel dry at all. And then if you really fancy a little more heat in your life, you can always top the cannellini beans with a little hot pepper flakes as well. That is it. 3 winning combinations, incredibly easy, using things that are mostly out of my pantry. You can use any combination of things that you like, that you have on hand, that you can find around this time of year. The point about this is just to give you a couple of ideas of things that you can do really last minute with absolutely no time or effort that really makes it look spectacular. Serve these on big cutting boards. You don't even have to worry about special platters or anything like that. Just get a wooden cutting board out of your pantry and serve them just on that because I think it makes it look rustic and beautiful. And I love the look of something, in my opinion anyway, where it just looks rustic and abundant but not too teeny tiny and too perfect, because that makes you feel like you don't want to touch it because it's too pretty. This is the kind of food I really want you to sink your teeth into. I'm gonna go for the I was gonna say the bruschetta clearly, for the cannellini bean ones because I kind of grew up eating smashed cannellini beans, so I love them. Go to LaraInthekitchen.com to get the brain recipes. Hope you enjoy spending time with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye!